Okay, so now it's time to obtain the Pokedex. So here we go. Here's Professor Oak's lab. So we can just talk to him and we'll get our Pokedex. Yeah, your old Pokemon's doing great. Don't worry. Yeah, I do have something for you, and you better be thankful because I really wasn't supposed to get it for you in the first place. Oh, and great, we got this guy again. So, sorry about that. He's got a request, blah blah blah. So, basically he's gonna just give us a Pokedex. You all know about the Pokedex and stuff. It's a basic thing, it's in every, generation. It gets upgraded with each generation, but really same concept. The thing with the Pokedex in first gen is... No, I think it's in every game, actually, but, when you see a Pokemon, it does get recorded into your Pokedex. However, it doesn't actually... You don't have the habits and all that stuff in its area. Well, once you capture it, you do. It suddenly unlocks all this information instead of you can't get that information from just observing it or looking it up or something. Which would be a lot easier, but you know, you have to capture the Pokemon to know stuff about it. And what was funny is how Professor Oak said he was too old, but, funny thing is, he actually travels to, Johto and Sinnoh in future games. So I don't get how he's too old. And now another funny thing with this is, trust me, there's gonna be a lot of nitpicking in this episode. If you go over to this last Pokeball, which is Squirtle, since I chose Bulbasaur, you can't look at it. Like, we don't want to steal it, we just want to look at it again. And it wouldn't even matter because when we looked at the other two Pokemon, they didn't even get recorded into our Pokedex. So there's just some errors that I've found with the whole concept of the Pokedex, and some of Professor Oak's methods, per se. Basically, I'll probably be, I'm not going to go out looking for Pokemon to fight, but I will be training a little bit as I go here, just fighting anything I run into. And since 5 damage was a critical hit, I think we're in good shape. Okay. What's nice is that we found a level 4 Pidgey so we can get a good amount of experience, but yeah, it's like, back to the whole Professor Oak thing, he's too old. Alright, so let me just review. His Pokedex doesn't record Pokemon that you see. It doesn't give you information on them. He won't let you see the last Pokemon. And it doesn't record it into the Pokedex, even if you did see it like you did at the beginning. Also, yeah, basically, he says he's too old to go out and fill out the Pokedex himself when he travels to 2 different regions in the future. What? Why can't he fill out the Pokedex himself? Seriously. Okay. And it's also taking me a little bit of time to get used to the fact that I can't run in this game because it's first gen. Alright. Oh, by the way, back in Pallet Town, if you go to Gary's house, you can talk to his sister and get a map, but I'm not going to get that because it will just take up too much space and it's nothing of use for an experienced player because it doesn't really tell you how to get through the bowels of Rock Tunnel or Mount Moon or anything like that. So it's really useless because it takes up space, because first gen item storage was just horrible. You only had about 20 space in your backpack, I don't know what it was, and your PC storage wasn't any better. So I'm not going to go too in-depth on that because it's not that important, and if I did, we'd have an angry video game nerd episode on our hand, and we don't want that now, do we? So I'm going to be buying 10 Pokeballs, mainly just because to get Flash from one of Professor Oak's aides in the future, you need to have captured 10 different types of Pokemon, and also I plan on capturing a Spearow. Yep, Spearow, mainly for 3 reasons. HM Fly Slave, of course. It's better than Pidgey. Yeah, I know. I'm mainly going to be using it as a Fly Slave, but it has to be better than Pidgey. I'm just like that. And also, What else is it? It'll also be counting as one of the 10 Pokemon that I need, as I was just talking about how you're going to need that to get Flash. And I'll talk to him. I've had my coffee now and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. Are you in a hurry? Why not? Time is money, go along then. Now, if we say no, that's a mistake. He'll make us go through the mandatory how to catch a Pokemon tutorial. So isn't this just going to be enjoyable? And what was the third reason I wanted to spear? Oh, I already told you. Sorry, I kind of lost track there. Alright, so here's this Weedle, and in red and blue, I believe he actually succeeds at capturing this Weedle without lowering its health or anything. But in yellow, he doesn't, and the Weedle just goes away. And what's really a kick in the nuts to the player is that in yellow, that is the only Weedle you will see. So that's just like an extra freaking slap in the face to everyone. And back to his coffee statement. So now that you've had your coffee, I can go around the whole world, even though it's all your private property still. Because he's just giving us permission to go on. The gym's doors are locked. And this is funny. Look! Did you see that? The door just pushes you. Like, does the door just grow arms and push you off the edge? So now I have to go all the way back around to talk to this guy? Yeah. And the sign also doesn't have a gym leader on it because it's supposed to be mystery, but the secret is it's Giovanni. There's your spoilers. Alright. So now I'm going to be heading to left to capture a Spearow here, and I don't want to show all the hunting, so I'm going to cut that out, and I'll see you guys when I do get there. Well, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't done it, but I just happened to find the Spearow on my first try of searching. So, yeah, it does have Peck, which is nice because it is a flying type move. So basically, if you don't catch it quick, and you have Bulbasaur, you are pretty much screwed. So that's why you want to try to capture it fast. So let's see if I can get it on my first try here. It's below half health just from one tackle, and yeah, we did get it. So that is excellent. And I want to mention something about the starter Pokemon. It's sort of like a difficulty selection, because if you choose Bulbasaur, his Charmander will not have any fire-type moves. If you choose Squirtle, his Bulbasaur, and of course I'm talking about the second blue battle, sorry I forgot to mention that. If you chose Bulbasaur, if you chose Squirtle, his Bulbasaur will have Leech Seed, but that's nothing to worry about. However, if you chose Charmander, you will have to deal with a Squirtle that does know Bubble, I think. I think it's Bubble. That's the first move it learns, right? Yes, you have to deal with one that has a super effective move, and of course it's probably going to be a higher level than you, because I don't even remember the levels for the battle, but I do remember they were fairly high level for this point in the game. Anyways, now that we've healed up our Spearow, I'm going to do a hell of a lot of off-screen training with it, or maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I will see you guys next time when we take on Blue for the second time.